You. Thank you.
Yes, it is okay. Good. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Okay, good to see you again, all of you again. And before we actually start, I'm going to tell you the plans for the our program, our training. Is everyone here? Okay. Okay. If you have any questions, you can always put in the chat. But today I'm going to tell you the plan, and I'm also going to give you an idea of how to attract visitors to our website. I'm going to show you, I'm going to take you to some other people's website, and I'm going to show you how they actually manipulate or play with the codes, which is very useful because that's what we are going to do. And maybe we will also analyze Peace Village codes. All right, we're going to analyze that, Peace Village codes. Um, I'm also going to show you, I think a sister asked me last week how to embed audio and also like a WhatsApp logo or YouTube logos and Facebook icons. I'm also going to show you that. But mainly, I need to show you how to manipulate colors, font sizes, types of fonts. Then I will show you how to use Google Fonts. There are hundreds of fonts available to us, and we can actually use them. How do we use fonts that we don't have in our computer? How do we do that? So I'm going to show you that. I'm also going to show you how to change colors, make gradient colors, all using the library which is available in the internet. And I will also show you some tutorials which are freely available in case you miss out some codes and you don't know something. You can learn from those libraries which are available. So I'm going to try to do all these stuffs, okay, and show it to you. Okay, is there anything I'm missing? Is there anything you would like to know? All right, if you have, put it in the chat. Now, what we're going to do is today is the lesson number 5, fifth lesson. And I'm going to sort of complete the basic understanding. The 5 lesson was the basic understanding, which is knowing what is there, what are the things which are available to us, and what are the things we can put on the web page and so on. That's it. So those are the basic 5 courses, 5 lessons. And we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break, say, for about 4 weeks. All right, we'll be probably back May 7th or 8th in one of those Saturdays, a month from now. And then we will see further enhancement of your web page, traffic, bringing in people, how to fine tune, how to optimize your web page. All right, we're going to do that. And let's see how long that takes. My plan is another 5 lessons to actually understand how to increase people visiting us. So that's going to be the phase 2. Okay, it depends on how fast you pick it up. It's not difficult, it's just knowing it. And if there's a necessity, then we will look at phase 3, if there is a necessity, which is blogs, which is a blog, where I can actually give you an entire template of blog, and you can start using it. All right, you don't have to build a blog. I can just give you, and then you can upload and start using it. So this is the plan. Phase 1 ends today, which is the basics. And then phase 2 starts a month later, mainly on pulling the crowd in. Okay, so do you have any questions there? Is there anything else? Anyone? Now, what you need to do in this 1 month, the gap which I'm going to give you, the 1 month gap which I'm going to give you is where you really need to sit and think in your groups of how you would like the web page to be. All right, you need to get a design done, and then when phase 2 starts, we are going to rebuild the website together with the codes for pulling the crowd in, getting the crowd in. Okay, we're going to do that in the phase 2. So that's an important. Now, the next thing which I need to remind you is you don't need to be an expert in this. You don't need to build a website from scratch. There's no need for it, okay? You can use your current system, whether you're using a content management system or whether you're using a WordPress, which is okay, which is fine. Or whether you're using, what do you call, Weebly or Wix or whatever you have bought over the line online, go on using it if you're okay. But what you need to do is, because those are like fixed stuffs, you need to know how to update them, keep updating them so that you can keep attracting people to come to your website. All right? Okay. You all right? Any other questions you have? Can I move on? Okay, let's move on, okay? Now, the first thing I've told you the plan. I'm going to now go and show you a particular website. Let's go on. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, you can see my Google screen. Good. Now let's move on here. I'm going to close my video for a while. Okay, good. And let's say I'm going to type Peace Village Retreat. Is it right? Retreat Center? Okay, fine. Good. I've got Peace Village Retreat. Yeah, I've got good. Very good. Okay. So that's fantastic. So I'm getting all these things here. Okay. Now let's go to Peace Village. Can you see this? Okay. Now see what happens. I'm going to do something here. So all of you can see this page, right? All of you can see this page. If you have a problem, just let me know. Now this is Baba's page. This is an image. That's an image. Now when we have an image, it's always best to actually type the words on the image. Why? Because even now, this is embedded into the image, this text, can you see? Which means Google is going to consider this text to be a single image together with the background. It's a single image. However, if it's a font, if it's a text which you have typed and placed here, we can actually get Google to tag this or read this. And when people type Empower, Google will actually select our page and put it up for the viewer. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, again, I'm going to say it again. If you have an image, see, this whole thing is an image. Can you see? This whole thing is an image. Empower your pure potential is also an image. Now, however, if you can change this to a text, you see, if you can change this to a text, which means there is an image and there's a text. Now we can actually get this, empower your pure potential, and link it with Google and say, Google, if anyone types Empower or pure potential, now please call my webpage. See, that's how you will actually increase your website traffic. So in other words, you see, there are many people typing Empower, empower us, empower me, empowering the self, let's say. But since it's an image, Google will not read this word. It can't read this word because it's an image. But if it's a text, then Google can actually read this Empower and suggest this website to the web browser, whoever's browsing. You get what I mean? Okay, good. Now I'm going to, you're okay with that. If there's any problems, just write it down in the chat. Okay. Now I'm going to right click this. I'm going to right click, okay? And okay, I can't right click this. Hang on. Let me share something. Heart and soul. I'm going to type heart and soul. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to go to Dr. Cynthia. It's also a US, there's some Dr. Cynthia in the US. Okay, good. Now, love and heart health, something like this, okay? Now, this is a blog by Dr. Cynthia. I'm going to right click on this. Okay, I'm going to right click on this. And if you notice here, these are all text. All right, they're all text. I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to say not inspect, I'm going to say view page source. Now look at what happened. I actually get to see all the quotes that this person has used. You can actually copy them and place them in your Sublime Text. Can you see? Now, these are not, they are not privacy, or you can't control this thing because all these quotes are free. So it doesn't belong to anybody. The internet works on, everything is free out there. Nothing belongs to people, especially the quotes. The only thing which belongs to you is your video and your image. Now, so let me make this stuff big. I'm going to make this big, all right? So we normally have this from the template, this template. This is a link. I'll show you this soon. Bootstrap also will give you this. Can you see that? That's also in the Bootstrap. Then this person has done, the title is Soul. Can you see that? Now, what's the difference between Peace Village and this Dr. Cynthia? Now, let's say somebody types soul. Okay, let's say somebody types soul. So the first thing Google is going to read is it's going to read the title, soul, and it's going to suggest this website to the person. And Google is also going to read love, heart, health. But then there are millions of websites with this love, heart, and health. So there might be other websites popping first, not this website. You see that? So this is the first step of getting this name out. Now, so if we write Brahma Kumaris, let's say you put title as Brahma Kumaris, what do you think? Is that a good idea? I'm not sure. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Now, let's say somebody in the US is looking for learning meditation. Will they type Brahma Kumaris? They may not, unless they know it's Brahma Kumaris, right? So they will type, okay, meditation, which means when they type meditation, our website will not be suggested at all in the first 1 million. I'm assuming it's 1 million. Because our title never said it's meditation. Our title said Brahma Kumaris. Can you see how Google is? So Google has to go and look for a title which has got meditation. And it picks that up. And it lines that up for the viewer to scroll and see. But let's say we type Brahma Kumaris. Then Google is not going to read. Anyone who types meditation is not going to even choose that first. So you need to think like the user and not like the designer. You get what I'm saying? right? If it's too difficult or you want me to repeat something, just let me know, okay? So you need to say meditation first. And then you can say Brahma Kumaris. In fact, meditation and Brahma Kumaris maybe later, or you can add it towards the end. It's like this. You add some very, very good, some keywords like this. And then you can add Brahma Kumaris, New York, or Peace Village. Now, rather than using the title Peace Village, you could. But now you need to think how many people who go into Google or into browser and type Peace Village. They may not even have heard of Peace Village. So which means we will lose out when we use names which are very specific. It has to be specific, but it has to be something which the user will want to use most of the time. You okay? All right. Good. Next part. Okay, so this is something I just want to highlight to you, a few things, but we're going to go very deep into this in the phase 2. Okay, phase 2, we're going to go into this. Now,
Right.
Now this, yeah, sorry.
Do you mind just turning your video on?
Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. No, the internet was a little unstable, so that is why I actually closed the video. Okay, it's fine. So now next, if you look at if you look at this Dr. Cynthia's website, the site is optimized with SEO. Now you can actually purchase this if you want to, or you can do it on your own. This is, I think, is about 100 USD a year, and it's going to help you to say, okay, what are the things you need to put up? Okay, so it might help you. You can try it out freely. So I would like you to try this out as a free plugin, say a month or so. Later on, once you have mastered this stuff, don't go for it now, because then you'll be wasting your 1 month trial or so. Okay, so let's learn this stuff, and then you can actually try this out. Free plugin. All right, you can try that now. Look at this. What happens? Now I'm going to go back to Cynthia again. I want you to look at these words. Okay. Now look at what meta. Meta is, in simple understanding, it is the keywords that you want Google to look for. The key stuffs, not the words, but the key stuffs. Now, so under this meta, under the content, you're going to put content. Now let me take you to my Sublime. Oops, okay. Let me take you to Sublime for a while. I'm going to show you where's the meta. I'm going to just drag in my index. Is this the one? No. Okay, so this is so I'm going to drag my index here, right? Can you see this in my Sublime? There's a meta. But this meta is the most basic.
You're not sharing the Sublime screen.
I'm not sharing? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I hope you can see it now. Thanks, Sister Kiran. Okay. Now, if you're looking at my Sublime, I'm looking at my Sublime now. You see, there's this word called meta. But this meta is now already created by Bootstrap for you. And that is the basic thing telling Google or the browser, look, I want the content to be this size, and please make sure all mobiles can see it, and any language is accepted, and so on. All right. Now, under this meta is where we can add more meta content. So that's what Google is going to keep reading as your keywords. So let me take you back to my Google now. I'm now at my Google screen. Can you see Meta? Then there's a content. You can actually copy this whole thing and place it in your Sublime. Now, but what I would like you to show you, what I'm going to show you is, look at this content. When we think of love, we picture the symbol of a heart, right? Okay, now, let me take you to look at that. I'm going to separate this screen. Let's go back here. I'm going to separate this screen into a new window. Okay. Right. I'm going to close this up. I'm going to separate this in a moment. Okay. Now, right. So you have two windows here. Okay, I've got two windows. Now look at what this person has done. Can you see the content? When we think of love, we picture the symbol of the heart. And look at this, on the actual website, is the same stuff. So this is one way to actually get Google to be attracted. Because if anyone types symbol of the heart, which is also in the content, can you see symbol of the heart? Google links both of this and actually will show them this picture. So the first few lines is very important for Google to actually detect. So it has to go into this. Okay, all right. So these are the stuffs I'm showing you how we need to fine tune stuff. Now let's move on a bit. Let's move on a bit. Now then let's make this stuff bigger. Now the other contents, gift of love. So anybody types gift of love, heart health, and all this, Google is actually going to link it. So we can actually place all this stuff, and get Google reading this and suggesting this to our viewers or users. Okay, I'm just giving you an idea of how Google works. You okay with that? All right. Hopefully okay. All right. So the rest we will probably go on from time to time. Okay. All right. So once phase 2 starts, so I'm going to start getting you to add this in. So every time, let's say you, let me go back here. Every time, let's say you add a new brochure. Let's say you add a brochure saying stress management. Now we need to add this meta stuff here. We need to add this thing. We need to add stress management somewhere here so that Google picks up the stress management and links it to what the user types. Can you see? So when somebody types stress management or stressed, very highly stressed, let's say, or stressed. So Google is going to read, okay, this user is typing stress. Let me go and check who has got this stress. Now, Google doesn't read your web page. Google reads, or the browser reads these words. So it quickly checks your codes. Is there a stress there? Is there a stress there? Ah, there's a stress. Okay, I'm going to pick this page and show it to the person. Okay? All right. So this is how we're going to start doing stuffs. All right. We're going to do stuffs in phase 2. You okay with that? So I'm going to stop sharing this. Okay. Let me just stop here. Okay. Any questions you have so far? So far, it's all right. Okay. So let's move on a bit. Okay, so I hope, so phase 2 is going to be this part, okay? Now, let's open up our Sublime, which is, let's continue from last week. I'm at website USA 2, which is my new folder, second folder. And we have done bookstore, classes, index, retreat. Remember this? I hope you remember. So I'm going to open index. You could also do that. I will wait for you. Just drag the index into the Sublime. You can just drag it like this. That's it. You okay? All right, good. So everybody's okay? I'm going to wait for you. Can, right? Okay, so let's move on.
Sorry, Nanda, can you just share what you just did?
Okay, fine. I've got an empty Sublime. There's nothing here. I am at my page, the folder, which has got all this, bookstore, classes, index, retreat, which was last week's work. So
Brother Nanda, we are not able to see your screen. I am only, or the others, not
you
sure.
can't see, okay. What's happening? Again. You can't see, okay, all right, okay. Okay, again. I'm sorry.
Now we can see. Thank
Okay,
you.
good. Now I've got my website USA folder, which was last week's work. So I've got the images, the videos, and all this stuff. I'm going to open my Sublime. So the Sublime pops up. You can minimize it so that it just occupies part of it. And then I'm just going to drag index into this Sublime. Okay, so that's one way to open it. Hope you're okay. All right. So everybody can see this, right? Okay.
We can do that with just select open a file.
Yeah, you can. There are many ways to open it. I'm just showing you drag method. Okay. Okay. Are you all right? Okay, good. Okay, is everybody okay? Okay, a few of you have actually told me that remember the shortcut key I taught you last week, which was this. Let me give some space here. The shortcut key was Control / right? Remember this? Now, it may not work in certain computers, Mac, I'm not sure why. But if you think it doesn't work, then you just retype it like this. I'm going to show you. This is Control / right? So you just put in the arrow, then the exclamation mark. Okay, can you see? And close it back. So that's also possible. You can type it out if that shortcut key doesn't work. You okay with that? All right, okay. I'm just showing.
Yes, thank you, brother.
Okay, all right, okay. So that's possible. All right, so let's go back and check whether this website is still functioning. Please check on your side. I'm going to double click on my index. So I've got this page coming up. Good, so this is what we did. Okay, so today I need to show you a few more stuff. So I'm going to show you now font manipulation. And I'm going to add a WhatsApp logo at this point, somewhere here. Okay, and I want to change this colors, the fonts, and so on. Okay, let's start with this stuff. Okay, let's start with this stuff. Let's say you're not so happy with this font, and you want to have a different type of font. All right, maybe let's say a font which is approved by the Worldwide Brahma Kumaris Committee. And let's say there's a rule saying, please use standard font and font. Do not use any other fonts, make it standardized. Let's say they have a rule, assuming they have a rule. But unfortunately, your computer doesn't have that font. Or you may have it and you may have used that font, but unfortunately, again, the people, the users may not have that font in their computer, and so they cannot view that font. You see that? So you can use any font, but don't assume that everybody who uses or lands on your web page to be able to see that font. Because if they don't have it in their computer, they can't see. It's going to become generic Arial or Calibri. Okay, Calibri font. So therefore, we need to tell our Sublime Text, hey, look, I'm using this font, and I would like you to also make it available for any user in this world. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to go back to my Sublime. And I'm going to change this font to something else. All right, okay, let's try that. Now, so now I'm going to show you how we can change this font and then link it to Google. Now, what I want you to do, I'm now showing you both, okay? I've got two windows open. Now, can you see this H5? You know this. I can change this to H4 if you want, right? If you really want it, I can actually change it to H4. H4 means slightly bigger, right? I just saved it, H4, H4. Let me show you first, and I'm going to go back here. It got bigger. Can you see it got bigger? So that's one way. But let's say I want to further manipulate this. So what you need to do is, inside this opening tag, you can actually say, no, I want to further make this thing stylish. I want to put some styles into this text. So can you see H4? Put the mouse here. Give some space. I'll do now, and then I'm going to give you a minute. Type style. You can just tab it. Style. Can you see that? Could you do that for me? See whether it works. I'm going to wait. I know some of you are quite good and you know the basics well, but you have to be a little patient. Okay, type style. Okay, if you have type style, all right, it has to be inside the tag. It has to be inside the tag, the H4, this tag. Don't go into the text area. Now, then I'm going to instruct my Sublime and say, okay, I would like to change the font. So I'm going to say font, type font. Is it suggesting to you anything? Font, I'm getting font family, font size, font style. There's too many stops here. Okay. Okay. So let me go on here. So I'm going to type font family. Font family. Can you see? Let's put font family. Okay. Now, can you use a font? I'm going to use a font which I think you don't have. I'm going to try this out. Okay. I'm going to say Quicksand. Can you just follow me? Quicksand. I don't think you have this thing. Please save it. Quicksand. And check your web page. That's what happens. Quicksand. I'm going to use Quicksand. Okay. So you're following me. Font family Quicksand. Follow this Quicksand because I want to show you something. Save it, please.
It just turned into a serif font.
All right, hang on. I'm going to do this. My font changed to Quicksand. Did yours change to exactly like what I have?
No.
Ah, good. Thank you. It will not. It will never change because your PC, your computer laptop does not have Quicksand in it. But I have it. Now, the point is, I am looking at Quicksand and it looks nice for me, but the user, any part of the world, they don't have Quicksand. And so they cannot read this. It's going to be like some ordinary stuff. Sister Sweta is saying, yes, maybe her computer has Quicksand. Maybe she's a designer, I'm not sure. Now, there's two ways. You can download this Quicksand, which is very easily can be downloaded. Or you can make it available for everyone. Okay, so now I'm going to show it to you how you're going to do that. And I'm going to show you how Google can make it available, or browser can make it available for anybody, any user, all right? Okay, so you're okay with that so far? So I'm assuming this didn't work for you, the Quicksand. Okay, good. Let's go back. So I'm going to open a new window and I'm going to type Google Fonts. I'm going to wait. Can you also do that? Google Fonts and enter. I'm going to wait for you. Can you please open it and click on Google Fonts, please, and click on the Google Fonts. I'm going to wait for you. Type Google Fonts. Okay, you should arrive to this page. You land on this page. Okay, good. Everybody's on this page, Google Font page. Let me just give you a moment. Now, this is useful even if you're not designing any web page, because, yeah, Sister Lata shared the website address. Now, you can actually download any of this and keep it for your personal use. Now, this looks different, okay? Grape nuts, I don't think people have this kind, okay? So let's say I'm going to go for this, grape nuts, okay, all right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a font which is not readily used. I'm going to type Architect's Daughter. There it appeared here. You see? I purposely chose this because I don't think you have this in your computer. So I've got Architect's Daughter here. Could you also do that? Okay. And then once you have typed that, press enter. Of course, when you press enter, it's going to show you Architect's Daughter at this point. All right. Okay. Now, what you do is just click on
Can you
this.
just show where you're typing it?
Sorry, again. Okay, I'm going to retype it again at this place here. Search for fonts, Architect's Daughter. And it appears here. And this is all free fonts available for us. So now once you have located Architect's Daughter, just click on this stuff. I just clicked it. All right, I just clicked it. Now, if you want this font to be in your laptop, then you just say download the family. And then you can install. It will go into your download file and then you install it. After that, you can use it forever. Now, however, if you want to make it available for the users worldwide who meet you at, who lands on your page, then you can all right, I'm going to go here and say, select, can you see this? Select this style. I'm going to say, select this style. So when you select this style, another box appears on your right-hand side and says, okay, we've got Architect's Daughter, this style. Would you like it? Yeah. So I'm going to say, yes, I want this. Now I'm going to say, if you scroll this down here, scroll this down, can you see? There's a link. Can you just scroll this thing on the right-hand side? Okay. And I'm going to say, okay, I need this link, and I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to give you time, only this. Please copy it. Copy it. Could you copy it, please? I'm going to wait. Any problems, let me know. Just copy it. Just highlight and Control-C or right-click and just copy it. Okay, I'm assuming everybody has done it. Okay, I'm going to go back to my subline. Go back to your subline. Okay, and paste it here. Link, can you see link below this bootstrap? Okay, give some space first. Don't rush to paste it. Give some space. Make sure you're not interfering with other links. And please Control-V or paste it, please. I just pasted my font link on the Google's hate section. And not Google, Sublime's hate section. I'm going to wait. So this is what I just did. Everybody's getting it? So what I've just done, please save it. Don't forget to save it. What I've just done is, I have now given instruction to this code here saying, please make this font, it's a special font which I'm using for my web page. People don't have it. Not everyone has it. So could you please connect this to them? Link it. Can you see link? Link. Anything which is a link, it says that you are linking to an external library. So this is the font library which the browser Google has made it available for us, and so we can use it freely. You okay? All right, good. Everybody's okay up to now? Good. Now let's go down, scroll down, and change this font family to Architect's Daughter. Just type Architect's Daughter instead of Quicksand. Could you do that for me, please? Let me know if I'm too fast. All right, I'm going to wait. So you change, remember in H4, the font family, change it to Architect's Daughter. I don't think there's an apostrophe. Okay, it's going to be Architect's Daughter. If you're not sure whether it's the right name, you could go back to the Google font. I'm going to show you back again. Look at that. Can you see here? Just take a moment, look at what I'm doing in the window of this Google font. Can you see at this bottom here? Font family, or you can just copy this whole thing at the bottom and paste it. But the name is Architect's Daughter. Yeah, which is the same here. You can just copy this, right? You can just copy this and paste it. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go back to my subline. Paste.
Uh-huh. It's okay.
All right, you got it? Okay, please save it, please. And please check your web page again. Mine just changed to Architect's Daughter. Did yours change?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. Okay.
So good. Good. So that's the first step of manipulating. This is under style. All right. We will touch this in phase 2 a little here and there. But I'm just giving you the basics. Now, which means now you could change any font. You could select any font. Could you change it to another font, please? Josephine. Can you choose Josephine? All right. I'm going to go back to Josephine. All right. I'm going to go back to my Google font here. Let's go back. I'm going to click that arrow here. Go back. Close this stuff. All right. Can you go back to this page? Click this arrow and go back. And please type Josephine. Josephine. I think this is one of the fonts. Josephine, no?
No.
Oh, it's F.
Can't find it.
It's an F. Yeah, I think this is one of those fonts being used by the Brahmakumaris, the Brahmakumaris. I think so. Can you see Josephine Sands?
Okay,
could-
yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's not. It's with an F. It's not a PH. Josephine, all right. Could you do this for me, please? Could you copy this and paste it in your Sublime? The link first. Copy the link. Click on this first, Josephine. All right. Then select what you want. Lata is asking, do we comment the previous link tag? It's okay. You can comment it, or you can just paste, remove the architect's daughter and paste it on top. It's up to you. Or you can copy the whole thing and paste it two headers maybe. That's also fine. It's just for learning purpose. All right. Select what you want. There's quite a number here. There's quite a number here. So let's say I select, what would you like? Something thin, yeah, or thick? It's up to you. I'm going to select something thin, 100. Okay, all right. But let's select first. How do we select this thing? Okay, select all this. No, I'm not. I'm downloading. Okay. In case the box does not appear, just click this icon here, view selected families. Normally when you have many types, all right, and you're selecting all of them, if you want to select all of them, that's also fine. Then you need to click this icon which has got like windows here with a plus sign. Click on it. So you have actually selected all of them, and all of them are available for you. All right, all of them are available for you. Okay. All right, and please copy the link. I'm going to go slow. Copy this link, copy it, and paste it. Paste it in your Sublime. The name is Josephine Sands. Okay, Josephine Sands. And I'm going to go back here to my Sublime, and I'm going to remove architect's daughter. Oops, and I'm going to say, I'm going to link, paste the link first. Don't forget, paste the link below the previous one. Remember, it has to be above the title. Don't go out of the, it has to be inside the head, okay? Don't paste it in the body, it won't work. It's like you're adding some brain information. That's why it's in the head. Okay, I've added all this. Save it. Okay, so now remove architect's daughter and just type Josephine Sands. Okay, Josephine Sands. I'm going to just type Josephine. It can be small letters, doesn't matter. Josephine Sands, sans serif. Yeah, you can click sans serif, that's fine. Okay, good. So I've got Josephine Sands, and I'm going to save it. Check whether anything happens. Is it changing for anyone? I'm going to change it. No, it doesn't change. This is not Josephine Sands. Is it Josephine Sands? It changed? Okay. Maybe.
Brother, your spelling is wrong. You typed the wrong spelling.
No
You
wonder.
did the
Can you see?
capital.
Yeah, no, it's PH. Can you see? That's why I'm not getting the, that's why I'm not getting the font. Can you see? My spelling is wrong. Thank you for that. So it has to be F-I-N. Yeah. Okay, good. Now,
Is it case sensitive?
yeah, it is. It's not case sensitive, but the spelling has to be correct. You just have to follow exactly, all right? But it's not capital or small letters, doesn't matter. Let's save it. Now let's check. That is okay. Hopefully okay.
Okay. Yes.
Good. Now let's take a look. Now, supposing you want it as, let's say I'm now back in my Google Forms. Can you see that? No. Let's say I choose Josephine, and what did you choose? Let's say I choose thin italics. Can you see thin 100 italics? I'm just trying this. I'm just going to copy this thin 100 italics. All right, I'm just going to copy it. Now see what I do? And I'm going to paste it behind Josephine Sands.
Okay.
That's not working. Why?
Ya lo deseleccioné.
Okay, not now. Maybe we'll add later as another code. Maybe, okay, that could be font weight, maybe later, right? Okay. So, okay, anyway, you've got this, how to change this stuff. All right, so I'm now in my Sublime back again. Now, if I look at my web page, the size is so small. I want to increase my font size. So what do? Under this style, can you see style? Same thing, all right? Make sure you're inside the inverted commas. See what I do, and then you can try it. Type font size. You can choose font size. What size would you like to have?
Okay. Ya me olvido de eso.
Let's try 40 pixel. I'm going to try 40 pixels. Okay. I'm going to say save. I'm going to wait for you. Font size 40 pixel. Now this is important to make the mobile viewing flexible. I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. So can you just type 40 font size 40 pixel? It's quite big. And go back to your page and see what happens. Is everyone okay? Okay, I'm going to go back to my page. It's bigger. Can you see? It's larger. All right, you okay with that? Everyone's got that? Font size 40 pixel.
Just a question.
Yes.
How do you read like the pixels, like 40, like how do you, so what's the smallest and what's the largest?
I think you could even go up to 1 pixel. That is the smallest. But if you like need to compare it, let's take a look. All right, I'm going to ask Google.
Like 12 point type, 14 point, like what is, how is the sizing work?
Let's check. 10 pixels to centimeters. Okay. So it's like 10 pixels is like, that's the size. Okay, so.
How does it relate to points though? Like we're used to points instead of pixels. Is it the same?
It's the same. All right. So it's something like this. So if you have 10, it's going to be like 0.2 centimeters. So you roughly know, right? Okay. So this is how you convert. Okay. But the standard font size that you use, which is okay to read, is probably about 12, 13, or yeah, around that. Okay.
12.
But remember to keep your screen always at 100. 100, Control 0. Press Control 0 to get it into 100. Okay. So let me close this stuff. Okay. So I'm going to close this Google font. Let's go back to my, okay. Now, but that's not the point I'm trying to say here. Now, if you take a look at this font size 40, okay, and I go back to my page and I click inspect, which means now in the mobile, this is, let's take a look at iPhone Pro. So that's how it's going to look like. Brahma Kumari's meditation. So you've got 2 lines coming up. And so that's how it's going to look like. But let's say you want it to be flexible, change according to the mobile size. Then don't use pixels. Don't use pixels. I'm going to use VW. What is VW? Let's take a look. If I say 4VW, that's like 40 pixels. All right. VW is showing, is a new word. It's a new stuff. It's like pixels, but it is flexible. It changes according to the size of the mobile that you're viewing. Okay, now let's check what happens. I've changed to VW. All right. Let me go back here. And all right, so it's almost the same size. Let me make it bigger. Hang on first, I'm going to change it purposely. I'm going to like put 6 VW. I just changed it. You watch first. It's bigger, right? It's bigger. Now, so I'm going to inspect this. Can you see? It adjusts accordingly. So that means the VW is something we use when we want those words to like don't move into the second line, but maintain one single line. Then you can use VW. Right? So VW is like a big font, but let's make it flexible. Okay. You could also try another one. Would you like to try? Okay, you try. Try 6 VW. All right, it's going to be big. You try. So I'm going to go back to my subline. Font size 6 VW or 5 VW is up to you. Use anything you like. Well, let's try 4 VW. Okay, I'm using 4 VW. And it's smaller. Right? It's smaller. So I've got 4 VW font size, and I'm going to inspect. It's going to look very small here because it follows, it's a flexible viewing font. Okay. Now, if you think this is getting too small and it's too flexible, then you can go to a bit more rigid thing. I'm back to my subline. Okay. Where I'm going to type, I'm going to change now, please watch. I'm going to say REM. What is REM? R stands for relative. 1 EM is about, I think is about 15 or 16 pixels according to what you've set, what Sublime has set. So it's relative. So each time your screen gets smaller, it's a relative thing. That means it goes into smaller size. Let's check, all right? I just typed REM. Okay, I'm going to save it. Let's watch, and then you try. Okay, slightly bigger. So that's like 40 pixels, sorry. So for REM, that means it's like 1 EM could be 13, could be 12, could be 14, all right? Depending on the Sublime text or the editor you're using. So relative here means 4 times 12 or 4 times 13. That's what it means. Okay, now let's inspect this thing. Inspect. Oh, that's too big. So this doesn't work because it's not mobile at all. It's very huge. So the best viewing here would be VW. All right, it's VW. Let's use VW, and I'm going to go back to my 6 VW, save it. Okay, all right, so let's maintain VW. You can also use REM, but REM is like pixels, but it's relative. It's like Whatever number you times 12 for REM. Okay. So let's, okay. What happened? Let's refresh again. Okay. 6VW, fine. Okay, so that's about VW, right? Okay, let me reopen this. Okay. Okay, so that's working, VW. And we've got our pictures here, videos, and all one by one. Okay, now next part, let's move on a bit. I'm going to close the inspect. I'm assuming you have done this font size, right? You've done it. Good. Next, let's make a little bit more change. Let's add some color to the text. So what I'm going to do after the semicolon, you must always have a semicolon. If not, it will not read. You see, once you type something to show its ending, you need to have a semicolon. If you miss a semicolon, then it doesn't know where to stop. Now, after the semicolon, could you just type color, font color, and just tap? What color would you like? Of course, you can type your generic name, whatever name of color that you know. I'm going to wait for you. Could you just type color, please? Could you just type color? I'm going to wait for you. But you may also want to have something different of your own choice, right? Okay. So everybody's got this color here. Good. So I'm going to take you somewhere now. Let's save this first. I'm going to take you somewhere. Let's open another window. And let's type color picker. Pick a color. You can just put color picker HTML. That's also fine. And just enter. Now, what color would you like your font to be? Or your background to be? You see that? There's a few ways of doing it. Now, what color would you like? What would you like? I'm not sure. So if there's a standard color worldwide and you have to use that, all right, so then you have to choose. You need to know this is the code for the color. Okay, so I am going, you can play around. Can you see? Choose one color you like, any color you like. What color would you like? I'm going to choose, yeah, maybe orange. Purposely, I'm going to choose this color. Right? Can I wait for you? Choose a color. Choose a color you like. And copy. I'm going to wait for you. And copy this hex. H-E-X. Can you see that? Together with the hashtag. Just copy that. All right. I'm going to wait. So I'm going to showing you how to copy. Just copy this. Copy, Control C. All right. I'm going to wait. Please do that. You got it? Okay, once you've copied this, you can go back to your subline and just paste it at that color, all right? I'm just going to paste it where the color is. Yeah, so I've just pasted that color with the hashtag, with the number, that's the code, and please save it. Now, please check your web page. Does the color actually change? Does it work for you? Let me know if it's okay.
I'm not getting the same color picker as you somehow.
Doesn't matter. Is the color changing? Did it change? Yeah, mine changed. Did you put the hashtag in front?
The color picker I'm getting doesn't have the hex thing.
Let's check.
I'm on a different web page or something.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's choose something. What web page you're in? Okay, let's see. color picker. Yeah, you could be on a different. Okay, what is your, what did you choose? Image, color picker. I'm choosing image color picker.
Oh,
What,
the one that
Chrome.
says X, colors from image, HTML.
This one, HTML color codes. Is that what you're saying? Okay, why that happens? Let me click somewhere. You can choose anything you like.
What?
If
You
you-
can't choose anymore.
If you're using Google,
I
if
don't
you're
even
not
see
using
that
Google,
one.
it's possible that the options are not coming. Since you're using Google search to get Google Color Picker.
But because the color picker that's built in is built into Google search, not to like everything. So then if somebody won't be using Google search, then they won't get this color picker that you just used.
Right. I have a different search engine.
Okay, doesn't matter. I'll show you another one then.
But
Okay.
I just went to Google now. I'll get it.
Okay. Okay, you try
It's
first.
still not the same one.
Okay, you getting it? Okay, now, in case you don't have the hashtag, it's okay. All right, let me show you another one. Okay, now let's say maybe Sister Kiran, you couldn't see the hashtag. That's fine. Now, you might have seen the RGB. Can you see RGB?
Yeah.
Just copy that. All right, copy RGB codes. That's fine. RGB stands for red, green, blue. Okay, and what you're going to do is in your color area, you're just going to type RGBA, and it's suggesting have a bracket, close and open bracket like this, just like this. And then inside that, you just paste your color, the code. You just paste your code. So you put RGBA, whatever code you have chosen just now, 84, mine is 84, 102, 113. Any code, you can change it. Okay. And then save it. I've got blue coming in. So if you need red, I'm going to try another one, red or green. I'm going to try green. I'm going to try RGB colors. Okay. 84, 133, and 102. 133 and 102. Okay, so click that. It changed to green. So there are two ways to actually add color. There are two ways to add color, all right? Either you can use the hex, which comes with the hashtag, or the RGB. I think for now it's okay, it's good enough. Okay, all right? Can right? Okay, anybody is not successful? Anybody is having success in this, please let me know. Yeah, okay. Catherine says, okay, good. All right, thank you, Sister Catherine. All right, so good. Now, let's do something else, all right? Now, let's go back to my lesson 4. Supposing I want to add a background color to this, background. And I want my background color to be like really having some gradient stuffs. Okay, let's have some gradient stuffs. Okay, so what do? I again go back to my this H4 stuff. All right, so I'm going to make this bigger. I'm in my Sublime. Okay, Careful, it's before the inverted commas. You must close it with the semicolon. I'm going to say background color.
Sorry, brother. I want to ask some question.
Yes,
How
please.
do you do sublime bigger?
Oh, press Control
Yes, and
and plus button. Or you can move the
button.
mouse or scroll the mouse, that small wheel. Yeah. Is it okay?
Control and plus. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That works for you. I can use the mouse. Okay. So I've got this now. So at line number 26, I'm going to type background color. And I'm thinking, okay, let's make it a color with some gradient. Okay, so I'm going to save this first. All right, so could you just type background color? Okay, you type and then go back to Google. And I'm not using color picker now, but I'm going to type color gradient. Color gradient generator, or CSS. CSS means it's styling for web page. You can click any one of this color gradient generator, fine. All right, so I'm at cssgradient.io. That's good enough. If you're looking at this, in fact, anything is fine. Okay, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to share this thing in the chat. Okay. Thank you, Sister Lata. Thank you. All right. Okay, can you see that? Okay, now, so when I open this, I'm getting this blue, or whatever color you have, that's fine. So the hex code for this is this, which is, the hex code means it is just like example. Let me show you. There are three colors here, 0, 35, 100. See, if I click on 0, the dot just moved to a darker part. If I click at 35, I'm going to click at 35, it moved here. And this color, 35, is shown by this code. If I move this cursor, click on this, sorry. If I let's say, click on the 100, it actually moved here. All right, so I can also click anywhere I like. So if I click here, it says this is the color. Let's change it to a different color, red. Now see what's happening. I clicked at 64. I clicked at 64 here. And if I change this button color, this particular area changes to red. So you can have different colors. You can create the soul world at this point. Yeah, can you see? Only this part changes. Let's say I want to change the 0 color. Click on the 0. And you can, there's that 0. Change. There. Put it here, right? Move this dot, and then, can you see as you move, the 0, the part at 0 changes color according to what you choose. So what do you like? How would you like the color to be? Is up to you. See that? Let's change this 100 to dark red. So I'm going to choose the 100, this part. Okay. All right. Click the colors. Click the color, and you can choose. Click the 100. Click the 100. And then go back here to this button, and you can actually choose it. Okay, you all right? Good. So I've got red here. And if you want darker red, just move this button. Let me show you, then you can play around. You can move it, it becomes dark. So this is how you choose a gradient color, whatever color you like. right? Okay, so I'm just going to go on with this. Okay, let's choose this. Okay, now and then it looks very dark. So I can make it actually transparent, you see. So which means I've chosen 100 and I'm making it transparent. Of course, the squares, you will not see the squares behind. So, and I'm going to make the middle here, the green here, also transparent. So I'm going to have a transparent green on the left, a transparent red on the right, and some solid colors in the middle. I can move this, I can adjust. Now, could I give you, say, 2 minutes to play with the colors and choose a particular gradient that you want to have as the background? Is that possible? Can I say give you 2 minutes? Choose anything you like. Just test it out. If you want to add more colors, just click on the, there you can add. If you don't want it, just click on it and press delete. It's gone. If you want to delete everything, that's also possible. Click on it and delete. That's it. If you want to add, just click on that color and you can add whatever color you want. Okay, so this is what I have. I'm going to add this as blue. Fine. Okay. It's working? All right. So this is useful if you if you want to make some colorful stuff. Okay. Anyway, so I hope you can play with this. Now let's get, don't choose this hex. No, this hex is just a code for this single. I'm right now at 27. So this hex is only for this 27. If you want the 69, then this is only for 69. But if you want the entire gradient, then you scroll down a bit. Can you see that below? I've just scrolled down. I'm going to wait for you. You need to copy this whole thing. Can you see? Copy to clipboard. So when you place the mouse on copy to clipboard, you actually see the color that you are going to get, which is here, blue to grayish, yellowish, and pinkish red. All right, so let's copy this thing. You can copy this whole thing physically like this, or you can just say copy to clipboard. All right, click on the copy to clipboard. Can I wait for you? Just click it, copy. So everybody's okay?
How we get to CSS code?
Okay,
Down. Okay,
yes,
okay, down.
scroll down. Yeah, scroll down. Then you get here. And copy it, please. Okay. Everybody's okay, right? Okay, so if you're okay, I'm going to go back. If everybody's all right, I'm going to go back to my subline. And go back to your background color. Your background color. And paste it between the colon and the semicolon. Okay, careful, don't go out of the inverted commas. Make sure you're inside. And in this code is going to be very long, so I'm going to paste it. Okay, I'm going to paste it. Yeah, it's quite long. Don't worry about that. All right, save it, please. Save it, please. Okay, check whether anything works. Hopefully it works. Yeah, I've got, but it looks ugly. But it worked, all right? It worked for you. I think one link website has got some background with gradient, I think. Or was it Baba's Rays or something, all right?
Yes,
Okay,
in the logo.
Yeah, okay. So this is how you make the header. All right. So I have made a color which doesn't make sense, doesn't look good, but it doesn't matter. It's just for the purpose of learning. All right. Okay. So you need to test this out. So all this you need to think about. How would I want my website to be? So this is the planning part, where you probably want to sketch it on a piece of paper and, all right. Okay. So I leave that to you. Okay. Good. Next part. Okay, everybody's all right? Okay, Harinder says it's working. Okay, good. So now you've got this CSS. This is called the CSS. CSS simply means styling. Okay, we've got this color. So we can do for everything here, every box. Would you like to add the color for this column, this box? Would you like to try? Let's try, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add colors for this entire box here on my web page, second box. If you can locate that, if you still have it, I hope you still have it, okay? Okay, or you can add it for the first one, add the color for the first box, whichever box you have. But I'm going to choose my second box here, second div, and I'm going to add the background color for it, right? Let's do it together. If you think you're okay and you want to proceed on your own, that's also fine, okay? So I'm going to go back to my second div, which has got 4 columns. So I'm going to locate where is that. I'm going to scroll down. That is row number 1. Can you see how this helps? If not, you'll be like lost. You have no idea where it is, right? Okay. So I'm going to scroll down. Vaishali is here. That's the text for Vaishali. End of row 1 makes sense. Great. Start of row 2, yes, that's what I want. Right? Now. Okay, that's a check. Can we add an image for the background? Yes, you could. You could. You could. All right. But let's add a color first. So I'm thinking, should I add it to the row or the container? It doesn't matter. So I'm going to add it to the container. Container means the big box of row number 2. Right? Now, what do you do? Now, container, right? Watch what I'm doing, and then you can try. Container, right? This is the whole thing, which has got the border and so on. Outside of the get out of the inverted commas. You can't type in the class. The class is the name of the box. You need, for styling, you need to be outside the name. Get out of the name and type style. Could you just type style, please? I'm going to wait. Okay, I've just typed style in my container. Then type background color. Background color. I'm going to type background color. You can also have a background image. Can you see that? There's so many stuff. Okay, I've got background color. Good. Now go back to your color picker. Get another gradient. Get another gradient. Not the color picker. Color gradient. Go back to your color gradient. Let's choose something really nice. I'm going to delete this Gaudi looking colors. I'm going to have just blue. Okay, I'm just going to have blue only. Dark, something darker blue. Okay. All right. And I'm going to add a white in the middle. That's up to you. You want to add a white? Okay, fine. Looks okay to me. Okay. All right. You want to add, you can just move around. I'm going to delete this red stuff. Fine. I'm going to bring this closer. Okay. All right. Looks like I'm happy with this gradient. Okay. If you want to add one more white, that's also fine. So the middle looks brighter. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so once you're happy with that gradient, now scroll down and copy. Copy. That's the gradient you're going to get. Copy it. Could you please paste it then? Paste it where? Into the background color. All right, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. You try, and if there's any success, let me know. Okay, I'm going to paste it. So it's under the style, the background color. Now, if you just want a single color, that's also okay. Just get the hex or the RGBA. Does it work? Sister Sujata has done it, yeah. I think Sister Sujata is quite experienced in this. Okay, so I'm going to paste it, all right? I'm going to paste it. The rest of you, don't rush, slowly. Okay, I've got lots of information here. Okay, I'm going to check my, does it work? Does it work for you? Yeah.
Nanda, I lost the code, like somewhere I'm making a mistake. Can you just show me the code again?
Okay,
Like it says style, background,
yeah, fine. Let me
like
undo
the
it.
details. I don't know why I'm not
Okay,
getting.
so I've undone the whole thing. Okay, I'm at my container. Are you at your container?
Yes.
Okay, good. Make sure you put your mouse cursor outside after the inverted commas. Is that what you're doing? I'm going to wait for you.
Yes.
Type style, please. STY tab. You get that?
Okay, one sec.
The rest of you, could you
It's just-
add, sorry, the rest of you, could you add another background color for the first column? Would you be able to do that? Test it out. So you have another color inside the gradient. Test it out if you want to. I'm going to wait for the sister here. Okay.
Okay, so when I typed style, I didn't get that little equal sign after it.
Did you tab it? Tab. Okay. Okay. Let's
Tab.
do it. Okay. Let's do it again. I'm going to erase that. Just type STY. That's good enough. And tab. Do you get it? No.
Tab.
STY is good enough. And tab.
Yeah, something's wrong with my coding. I just
Okay.
don't worry about it.
Don't
It's
worry
okay.
about it. Type style. No, you can type manually. Then type equal. And
Okay.
you can just type it manually. And inverted commas, please. Shift. Yeah. It works now.
Okay.
Now add background color.
Okay.
Then you paste your code inside.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. Sometimes if it doesn't work, just type it out. Okay. Now what I want you to do is, could you now add another background color into my line is 105, which is the first column. Now we're just playing around to get used to it. That's all. All right. Okay.
But when you type style in there, you just get style sheet. That's what I get in mine.
Style,
No, not style sheet.
not style sheet. It's style.
Okay, I wasn't getting that before somehow.
It doesn't matter if not, you can just type it out. Style, equal, and inverted commas. That's fine. Okay, make sure it's outside the inverted commas. I'm at 105, line 105. Now please type in background color if you want to. Background color, choose that dash, that color. Yeah. Okay, you maybe want to have a solid color. Could you add a solid color? You think you can add a solid color? What color would you like? Okay.
It's not.
Are you okay getting it? You need to get your style, background color, inverted commas has to be there. The colon and the semicolon. The semicolon is important to show its closing, end of instruction. And what color would you like? I'm going to go to my color picker here, or color gradient. And I'm going to just choose a single color. What should I choose? Orange. I'm going to choose orange. Yeah. And I'm going to like delete this thing. Delete all these things. Delete. Okay. And I'm going to say, okay, that's it. Orange. Fine. Okay, and at 100, I'm going to choose orange again. Okay, right? So if you want a single color, you just choose the hex button, hex number here. That's it. All right, okay. Or if the gradient is confusing you, you could go back to your previous color picker, which just gives you a single color. That's also possible. Okay. Okay. Now there's one more thing which I want you to do. All right. Okay, please watch what I'm doing, and we are going to add this color together. All right, I'm going to show you this as an additional step. Now let's delete everything and just keep 2. Could you do that for me? Just keep 2. The 0 could be any color you like, any color, could be any color. And the 100, make it really white. Okay. Oh, yeah, fine. Or maybe let's put red. Okay, I've got blue and red. Okay, let's follow me. Have blue and red on both ends. One end is blue, one end is red. Just choose any blue, red. Okay. Okay, I'm going to wait for you. Now adjust. Can you see this thing? Can you see? Adjust this. No, I've done it wrongly again. Okay. Now you can adjust this to the angle that you want. Can you see this angle? What angle would you like this to be? Now you can't see anything here because the color. Let's make it blue here. Let's make it blue. Over here, orange. And in the middle, I'm going to have white. Okay, all right. Now, I've got this color like this. Now, if you adjust your angle.
Brother, I could not find that circle, that dot one. There is no.
This one?
That, yeah, there is no these things in my.
It has to. Are you the right cssgradient.io?
Yes.
Oh, yes. So refresh and see. Refresh button.
Okay.
Try.
How did you get the white?
Sorry, how did I get the white? Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, just click anywhere on the color. Let's delete this thing.
Got it. I got it.
Delete. Okay, just click anywhere and then move this button here towards the white. So it gives you a brighter thing. The borders, the sides are darker, and maybe your text is in the middle, brighter. Okay, so you need to locate this. You can actually adjust the angle. Now, when you adjust this circle here, now this changes. Can you see? Can you see here on my right-hand side here? Look at this thing. Look at this thing. I'm going to move it at, can you see? That's how I want it to be. Okay, can you see it's rotating? So which angle would you like it to be? Okay, I'm going to have 180. So I just type 180 in my this. It's going to look like this. So my yellow is going to be up and my blue is going to be down. Can you see? So when I go scroll down and type on this, it's going to look like this. So I've got my yellow up and my blue down. Now change the angle again to 45. Try 45. 45. Okay, 45. Scroll down.
Brother, I did not get that circle one.
The circle is not there for you?
Yes.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Do you have this box with you where we can type the angle?
No, not that also.
I'm not sure why it's not showing. Maybe then you have to look for, close this window and reopen it, type CSS gradient again. All right, try that.
Okay.
Maybe it's the
Shanti. Shanti Nandabai, on the website, when we click the radial button, that the circle and the degrees, both of those disappear. So probably
okay. All right. Let's. What do you mean again? Let's check. So, sister's saying something. If you click radial, it disappears because radial. Correct. So, Sister G, I think you need to click the linear.
Oh, yes, I got it. Yes, thank you, sister.
All right. Thank you for that great tip. I don't use this all the time. Okay. I'm just showing it here. Thank you so much. Very good. All right. So after you've adjusted the angle, if you that's how it's going to be. It's 45 degrees now. So okay, I'm happy with 45, but if you want 180, that's also fine. Let's copy this, copy this color, please. And could you paste it, please? See what happens. Could you paste it where? On your first column, please. Second row, first column. Could you paste it there? Okay, I'm going to wait for you.
Can you repeat the pasting?
Can. All right. Okay. I am now at this point, copy. Right. I've copied. I'm going to go to my subline text. And at 105, which is my second row, column number 1, we have already typed style background color. Let's paste it in. Paste it in between the colon and the semicolon. That's right. Okay, save it, please. Let's see what happens. I hope this works. Yeah, it comes in the middle. Of course, it is a small column because there's nothing much in it. But it works. I've got this. Okay. If you want, you can paste more text inside this. Now, okay, are you getting a color here?
No.
Huh? Undo it. Undo. Did you paste it at the right place? Okay, test it out. Don't paste the background. Just type background color red. We just type red. See whether it works. Just type red first. I've got red here. If it works, then it's okay. That means it's working. Type red and see whether it works. Like this, okay? Type red and see whether the red column appears.
Yeah.
It works, okay. That means now remove the red exactly on that red, substitute with whatever you have copied from the color gradient. Paste it there. And save it. Does it work? It's not happening. It's because, do you have any text there? If there's a text, it's working? Okay, now let's, I hope everybody's okay. Anyone has got a problem, let me know. Okay, good, all right. Now, the color, I'll leave it to you now. Let's make this column a bit bigger, height, increase the height. So you can instruct the subline. All right, now after the background color, can you see the last semicolon? I've got 2 semicolons here. It doesn't matter. You can actually remove one of them. I've got 2 semicolons here because when you copy and paste, semicolon appears. So you can remove it, doesn't matter. Or if you have both, it doesn't interrupt. I'm going to say height. I want some height here. H-E-I-G. Okay, there's a height. I can choose max height. Let's try 50 pixels. I'm going to say maximum height I want is just 50 pixels. So could you just type here maximum height, max height? I'm going to redo it. I'm going to do it. After the background color, after the semicolon of the background color, inside the inverted commas, not outside, inside the inverted commas, you can just type height and choose max height. Max height.
No,
You're not getting max height?
I got it. I put in the 50 pixels, but nothing's changed.
Try, okay, maybe it's too small. Type 100 pixels. Type 100 pixels maybe. It's not working. It's not working. Okay, I think it's not working.
Yeah, it's not working.
Okay, something is blocking it. It's okay, forget it for time being. Okay, we will come to that. Okay, don't worry about that. Let's remove the max height for time being. I think something else is blocking it. Okay, no effect. That's fine. Okay, good. All right. So anyway, now you have now got the idea of how to do this. Okay. Now, one more. Let's try one more. Now you're thinking, okay, I want the color, the background color to be entire, everywhere on the back, everywhere behind. Can you see that? Over here, my background color is only for the header. Over here, the background color is only for this box, this div. Let's say you want to have it for the entire body. The body is behind. All right. So let's try to give color to the entire body. So what do you do? Where is the body? Okay, so go back here. So I'm going to scroll up. The body is here. Okay. Or you can just type. Okay, I've never tried this, but let's try this today. Okay. Can you see the body? I normally place it after the head, but today I'm going to try it inside the body. I've never tried this. Okay. Style. Can you see that? All right. So body has got a style. You can try that and then put in a background color. Try background color. Background color for the body. And I'm going to say beige color. Beige, light green, maybe light green. Okay, beige is fine. Save it. All right, try and see whether it works. If it doesn't work, that's what. Yeah, it works. Does it work for you? Okay. So now you've learned how to add colors at different places. I know it looks awful stuff. Okay, it looks awful. Doesn't matter. That's not the point here. The purpose is we now know how to add colors. Okay, so once you have understood, then you can manipulate as however you want. All right, so can you see that? Now, this is the nav bar. My nav bar is having some other color. Okay, let's go and manipulate. I'm going to go to my nav bar. Everybody's getting the beige behind? Hopefully, okay? Okay, good. Now let's go to my nav bar. Nav bar is where? Where's my nav bar? Nav bar is here. I'm at 30. Can you locate that? You have a nav bar class? But in my nav bar, I've also written a code. This is from Bootstrap. This is Bootstrap's code. See, there's a difference. Whatever's in the class, if you type in the class, that's the name suggested by Bootstrap. So background light. So my nav bar is light in color. But let's say you want to have your own, then you have to say style. You need to add the style in. So right now I'm going to say, okay, I don't want this background light anymore. I'm going to remove it. Okay. And I'm going to, after removing it, so I'm going to remove it now. Delete, save. Let's see what happens. There's no color, can you see? It became transparent. Can you remove background light from the navbar, DG light? So then it becomes transparent. I think Peace Village looks like this. It doesn't have a background. Okay, the navbar doesn't have a background. Fine. Now what I want you to do is add a background color. Could you do that for me? What color would you like to add? Could you add, let's try. So how would you add color? Outside the inverted commas, not in the class, please. Type style. Style. You can see my style. I'm going to just,
Why do I keep getting style sheet?
can you type style? Not
Oh, I
style.
think it's because there wasn't a space after the inverted.
All right. Okay, style. And type background color again. What would you like? Let's put in an ugly color. Indigo. Let's try indigo. I'm just typing indigo. Okay, where am I? Okay. Type any color you like, just to test it out. Type red, whatever. And type red. Let's type red. See whether it works. Okay, does it work? But when you type red, it's like suggesting to you so many reds. Can you see? Medium violet red. Okay, I'm going to choose medium violet red. Save it. See whether it works. Yeah, okay. So now you know how to add colors to any part of the diff. Okay, all right. So I hope that's okay with you. Okay, so you can add any color. Let's add some light color again. Is there a light green? Yeah, there is so many light. Can you see? There's so many light here. Light salmon, light green. Okay, I'm going to choose light green. No, okay. Or light something, anything you like. I'm not going to choose green because I'm going to add the WhatsApp logo in a short time, and WhatsApp logo is green. So I'm going to choose light something, light blue, light coral, light cyan, light sky blue. Fine. Okay. Okay, fine. All right. That looks okay to me. Okay, you ready? Everyone is okay? So
Nat, hi. So I type background color, then I put in this ugly color, crimson, and I'm taking it out. And now it's not showing up like the tab. So what am I doing wrong here? So background color.
Okay, please undo it. Undo it.
Yeah, I
Maybe you
did.
deleted the inverted comma, I think, or something you deleted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have undo it. Okay, so do you have exactly what I have? You have a background, do you have a style, and then inverted commas, equal, background color, the colon, semicolon, you have that. All right, just type red. Does it work? Save it.
Red?
Yeah, just type it. Just for testing.
Okay.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Okay, as long as it works. So then you can add any color you like. You can choose the gradient color or whatever. That's fine. Okay. All right. So anyway, so I'm just going to choose light coral. I'm not sure what's that. Okay. Does it work? Okay. Light green. Light sea green. Okay, everybody's all right? Okay, I've got this. Light sea green is okay, fine. Good. Now let's move on a little bit. Okay. Everybody's okay? Good. Now what I'm going to do is I would like to add a WhatsApp logo or a YouTube logo somewhere here. Let's say at this place. So I'm going to say contact me, right? So I'm going to add one more here, one more this thing. This is a retreat bookstore, all right? Can you see it works, right? So home. So I'm going to add something like a bookstore here with another name, but I'm going to call it contact, all right? I'm going to do that. Do you know how to do that? Let's go on. Let's go back to our nav bar and look for bookstore. Can you see bookstore? Classes, one of them. Copy the LI, the list for the bookstore. Careful, let's make some space here. So I'm going to copy 45 to 47. Do you have that? I'm going to wait for you. Could you just copy it? I'm going to add one more clickable button. So I'm going to copy, either you can copy classes or you can copy the bookstore. I'm just going to copy bookstore, copy it, 45 to 47, and just paste it. Paste it, careful where you paste it, careful. Now let's take a look at where should I paste it. Now let's check, this is retreat, watch retreat. So first check the LI for the retreat. Click on the LI. Let me show you first. And check where's the partner. The partner is 58. Partner is at 58 for LI retreat. Retreat is here, remember retreat at 51. I click on the LI at 49. And I could see the partner at 58. I want to paste after the 58. It must be inside the UL. UL is the bigger holding container. So I want to paste somewhere at 60 or 659 after the LI, please. If not, it's going to end up differently. Okay, just paste it there. Okay, good. Does it work for you? Quickly, let's paste it there. Everybody's okay? Good. Let's click and change the bookstore to contact. Contact us. That's fine. Okay, contact us. Would you like to put a phone number? Let's try putting a phone number. Okay, it's up to you, but let's add one today. So I'm going to just add my number. All right. Okay. For the purpose of learning something new. Now, why did I do this? I'm going to say contact us. Can you see my phone number? And I want my WhatsApp logo to come after contact us before my number. That's why I purposely added my phone number. You see? So now let's check, see what happens. I would like to add an icon here on WhatsApp. After contact us, there should be a WhatsApp logo icon. All right, that's the purpose of doing this. Let's check whether it's okay. I've got this nicely coming in. Okay, but if I click this, it's going to take me to my bookstore. The reason is because I've referenced it as bookstore. Can you see that? So that's not possible. So that we need to make some changes first. Okay, you okay with that? All right, so I've got this contact here. I'm going to open a new window. Everybody's okay? Am I too fast for you? Can, right? Okay. Stop me if I'm too fast. I'm going to open a new window. And I'm going to click Font Awesome. Font Awesome. Font Awesome. Could you do the same? And click Open Font Awesome web page. This is also free, but you can buy it if you want the entire set of all the icons. It's really not necessary unless you're a developer. Okay, let's click on Font Awesome. All right. You see that? Is it happening? Thank you. Sister Lata has posted the site address. See, you should be here. You can click start for free and then just register your email and then they will send you the code and so on. All right now. But however, I have already registered. So I'm going to sign in here. Hang on, sign in. I'm going to sign in. So I'm going to put in my email address. All right. And I'm going to put in my password. Okay. I'm going to sign in. Okay, can you see? When you sign in, you will see something like this. You can click your kids, but when you newly sign, they will actually send you your codes to you in your email. So I'm going to click your kids. Okay, I've got this. All right, let's check. And I'm going to click this flag thing. Okay, where is my? Okay, hang on 1 minute. Why am I not getting this? Hang on. Where's my? Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, click this, see what happens. Ah, great, okay. Okay, so where am I? Let's go back here. Okay, so when you sign in and you are here, you click on your kids. Click on this icon. And then it gives you a code. Can you see? Copy kit code. So I'm going to copy mine. But of course, you can't see this because you're not signed in. I'm going to copy this. And I am going to now paste it in the chat. All right, so you've got, in your chat, you've got this code. You see that? You've got this code.
You aren't showing your Sublime.
I'm sharing my, sorry, what did you say?
You didn't show your Sublime where you're pasting it.
I've not pasted yet. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I've just copied this and pasted in the chat. All right. So it's
Oh, I
available
see.
for you in the chat. Now, can you copy that from the chat, please? Can you copy that from the chat? Okay. And go back to your Sublime. Okay. Everybody has got it. Now, above your title, remember, it has to be in the head section. I'm going to copy under all the links. You see, I've got many links, right? I've got a link from Bootstrap. I've got a link from Fonts, which we just pasted just now. All right. And if you want to make a, what do you call, a comment, font, awesome. That's fine also. It's really not necessary, but if you want. Okay. And then let's paste it here. I'm pasting it at 20, line 20. So I've got font awesome. It's already written here. Can you see that? Did you get this?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Which means now, why are we doing this? Because then you're telling Sublime and Google, please take the WhatsApp icon. I don't have it in my computer, but you could actually use the library which is available out there. So you're giving instructions. This is the link. Okay, got it? All right. Okay, everybody's okay. Good. Now let's go back to my, here. I'm just going to go and say, give me free icons. Let's go back to my original here, magnifying glass. Okay, and then my magnifying glass here. I'm gone back to Font Awesome. You can try this later once you've registered. That's not a big thing. And then I'm going to say, I would like to have the WhatsApp icon. Yeah, it's already here. Can you see the WhatsApp icon here? Or I would like to have the YouTube icon. The YouTube appears, but the color is not given to you. We need to manipulate the color in a short while. All right. I'm probably going to take another 10 minutes extra. So I'm going to say WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp. And I'm going to click on this WhatsApp. And then it gives you the code. The code comes out here. So I'm going to, since you don't have it, I'm going to copy this code and paste it in the chat. So you just take it from the chat and paste it in a Sublime. I've just pasted in the chat. Okay, could you just check your chat? Okay. All right, you see it? Okay, I'm back to my subline. So everybody's got it? Okay, please copy the link for the WhatsApp. Everybody's okay? All right, now, where would you like the WhatsApp logo to appear? So I'm now at line 64, 65, 66, which is contact us. Can you see contact us? And the number. So let me paste it after the number. Let me try that. I'm going to paste it after my phone number, but don't go outside of the A tag. It's still inside the A tag. Let's try pasting it. I've got this coming in. You okay? I'm going to wait for you. Could you take the link of the WhatsApp and paste it? I'm going to undo this thing and paste it after the number, phone number. Right? Save it, please. Let's check what happens. My color is green. So, okay. No, is it appearing? Something is appearing here. Ah, okay, thank you. So it's not appearing. Wait, let me see. Is my code correct? It's not reading it. It's not reading it. Save it. Why is this happening? Let me check again. So I've got this. Let me go back to my font awesome. Is again, yeah, HTML. Using this icon. Okay. Okay, hang on, just a minute. Something is not right. Yeah, some rectangle is coming up. Hang on, okay. Okay, so this is my WhatsApp. I've copied this thing. Okay, and okay. Small box appears. Okay. Okay, give me a moment. Okay. All right, I'm not sure why it's not appearing today. Maybe it's the code, the link, source code. Save it. Okay, it should appear here. Let me figure it out. Yours worked?
Yeah.
I'm not sure why it's not reading. Okay, it should work. It should work. Okay. Hidden bands work. That means, do you actually see a WhatsApp icon?
Yep.
Well, that's awkward. Because the others, Sister Suja is not seeing, Lata's not seeing, I'm not seeing, but yours works.
Brother, in my website appear a different symbol.
Yeah, correct. So that's what I'm wondering. It's not reading it. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure why Google is not reading. It could be because something's wrong with the website. Oh, fine. But how is it possible that Sister Kiran is seeing? Okay.
I know, I can show you my screen if you make me a co-host.
Nandabhai, is it the compatibility of Windows and iOS?
Yeah. Okay. Doesn't matter.
Well, I have Windows.
No, it should
Kiran,
work.
can you post your line of code for that I tag?
It's the same. Okay, I'm going to post the whole class thing, the LI to the LI. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Tell you what, let's, I'm not sure why this thing is not reading, but let's paste it somewhere else. Let's paste it in the bookstore. Can we paste it in the bookstore? All right, so I'm going to paste it. No, I'm making
Of course, that's got my phone number in it, but
okay, hang on. So maybe we are pasting it in the wrong place. Okay, the bookstore's here. Here. It has to work, but I'm
you could
amazed.
try pasting my code and see if it works, Nandabhai.
Yeah, okay. You would like to share your
I
screen?
put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Let's check in the chat.
I put the whole thing from the very beginning to the very end.
Okay, I'm going to just copy this entire thing that Sister Kiran just did from the chat. And I am, okay, going to paste another one. Let's see if it works. It's not reading in mine. I'm not sure. You must have magical hands, Sister Kiran.
No,
Okay.
it must be the browser or something.
Yeah,
I'm
it
using
could be. No,
Firefox.
no worries, no worries. It used to work. Okay, never mind. We'll solve that. Okay. Now, last. Okay. Now it's going to look. What color is it, Sister Kiran? What color is it?
It's transparent, like a font.
Okay, good.
It's not green. It's just.
All right. So what do you do now? Okay, let's change it to green. Okay. Change it to green. So don't worry if you see a box. Okay. Maybe once you close the Sublime and open, it might work. Okay. Now you see the eye here, the eye tag. Now the first eye after the inverted commas, please click style. I'm going to make the style. And tab, please. Okay, let's make the logo big. All right, I'm going to say font size. I'm going to say font size, and I'm going to purposely say make it big, 20 pixels. All right, could you just add in font size, 20 pixels, color, you can put any color, add also color. What color would you like? Mine background is green, so I'm going to say I want red. And make sure you close with a semicolon. So I've got my font size 20 pixel, color red. Could you do that? Style. Make sure you add the style at the right place. Okay, save it. Let's check. Because your square might grow bigger. Yeah, the square has grown bigger. Can you see that? And the color has changed. Now try making the font size 40. Does it work? It cannot work. Right? It doesn't work because something is blocking the box, the div is blocking it. It's fine. Okay. Anyway, so this is how you manipulate this, but we're going to perfect this in the phase 2. Okay, it's just a small thing, but you can test it out. But I think it should work once you close your Sublime later and just on and off. All right, it changed color. That means it works. It works. It's just that this thing. All right. So you can register for Font Awesome and then try adding YouTube. Try adding a phone call or WhatsApp or whatever. All right. So you try that. Okay, so let's quickly take a look. Yours became bigger. I see. So mine is not reading today. I'm not sure why. Okay, fine. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So we have added color. We have done all this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in the coming week, I'm going to give you a complete website course. All right. That means it's like, let me just take you somewhere. Okay, I'm now, can you see, this is my, can you see my new page? This is my company example, and I've added this stuff and I've added all these things. I'm going to give you a complete website, something like this with Baba's name on top. And what you're going to do is you're going to use those codes. I'm going to send it in a Word document. All right, I'm going to send it to a Word document. Probably by next week, Saturday, Sunday, it should be out. And you will need to replicate them step by step. Rebuild the whole thing. Of course, you can copy and paste from whatever I'm going to send to you. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you an entire complete website done. And you're going to change the name accordingly, add your phone numbers, and recreate the exact same copy as a practice for that 1 month. And the colors and all you can change accordingly. So that's just for a practice. Sorry, okay. All right, so once you've done that, so now when we go into phase 2, we are going to use that website. We're going to use that website, and we're going to put in the keywords and so on, get used to, increase our traffic. That's the aim of phase 2. But of course, there's going to be lots of fine tuning. So I'm going to give you 1 month for you to replicate something like this. And you are like going to look at my code. Hey, why is my code different? Why is it appearing different? And you're going to try to troubleshoot. Of course, you can copy and paste from my whatever I've sent you to yours. That's also possible, but it's just a practice. Is that okay? All right. Okay, good. So I hope that's okay. All right, good. So let's stop at this point. Okay, good. Any other questions you have?
Yeah, brother, I was asking about the video recording sessions. For whatever reason, I'm not getting emails about that.
Okay, all right. So in case the emails are missed out, I can actually WhatsApp to you the link. So just send me a WhatsApp saying, brother, could you please send, I missed the email, or this is my phone number again. Please take this, because I don't want anybody to miss it.
Sure.
All right, please. So, because sometimes when you send email, there's a chance that whoever's sending it might miss out something. Okay, so just WhatsApp.
Brother Nanda Brother Santiago didn't make a WhatsApp group. He made a broadcast list, and he's sending it to everybody individually on a broadcast list. So if you didn't get on that list, then you're not getting the links that he's sending out. Okay. So that's the problem.
Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. I think you can just WhatsApp me. Normally it's ready.
Yeah, sure. Okay? I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Anything else you're asking? Anything else? Anything else you need to know?
Bhaiji, Shanti, we were trying to fix it, trying to get the WhatsApp icon, and I think because you were using one kit that you have made on your account, so if we use the all icons set, then we can
Okay, maybe that's why. I think Sister Kiran stole my chance to use. Maybe it's one kit, one icon. It could be. All right.
I posted the codes I use.
All right. I suggest that all of you register and then you use your own kit or own code.
Bhaiji, I think instead of registering, I sent the codes in the chat instead of the script tag we were using. If we use this, then the Font Awesome will automatically understand, oh, you want all the icons. Okay, you want WhatsApp also. Okay, I'll add that also here.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's possible. Okay, you try it out. If it still doesn't work, all right, then we'll fix it later. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Lavit and Lakshya. All right, I will end at this point. Let's have Baba's remembrance for a while. Okay. Okay.
सद्गुण अवगुण के कारण कोई हीरा है कोई पत्थर है, सद्गुण अवगुण के कारण। कोई हीरा है कोई पत्थर है, धरती पर स्वर्ग बसा लेना, ओ मानव तुझ पर निर्भर है। सद्गुण अवगुण के कारण, कोई हीरा है कोई पत्थर है, सद्गुण अवगुण के कारण। कोई हीरा है कोई पत्थर है। दीप जलाता चल, तू सबको गले लगाता चल। तू प्रेम एकता शांति सत्य सहयोग के रत्न लुटाता चल। गुण ही गुण भरे पड़े तुझ में, अंतर तेरा रत्नाकर है। सद्गुण अवगुण के कारण, कोई हीरा है कोई पत्थर है, सद्गुण अवगुण के कारण। कोई हीरा है।
Okay, thank you so much. Om Shanti. I will send your homework by this week, by next Saturday latest. And hope to see you again, all of you, May 1st week. May 1st week. Is it okay? All right. If there's any problem, Brother Santiago or Sister Kiran, please communicate with me. Thank you so much for your patience. I need to thank you. Okay, Om
Thank you.
Shanti.